When I first made the decision to purchase crypto, Coinbase was the only exchange I knew. But since then, I've had a chance to try many other crypto exchanges, and besides learning the ins and outs of a particular exchange, I've learned what qualities and features really set them apart. And with so many options out there, in my opinion, an exchange really needs to offer you more customer benefits than just selling you crypto. Voyager Crypto Exchange has set out to do just that. Now, if you visit their website, you'll see a list of offerings that could be attractive to crypto investors, but the question remains, do they truly offer any value to you? Also, Voyager has seen some incredible growth over the last few years, but as a younger organization, do they have the experience to really deliver a solid solution? Well, we're going to answer these questions and more and investigate in which ways Voyager hopes to earn your business. And I hope to earn a like from you and a channel subscribe, because today you're going to hear my experience with the Voyager platform. You'll learn what initially attracted me to the Voyager platform, some pros and cons of dealing with Voyager, how I use the platform, and most importantly, should you use the Voyager platform to access the crypto markets. And make sure you stay to the end, because today's video will be packed with pure value. So let's jump in. Now, if you're anything like me and already have accounts with other exchanges, the last thing you want to do is register for another one. So at this stage in my crypto journey, for me to sign up with a new exchange, it really has to bring something dynamic to the table. Now, it is clear to me after reviewing their offering that Voyager's intention is to deliver a product that is unique in the marketplace. But does it measure up? In a moment, I'm going to share how Voyager is different than its competitors and my overall take on the exchange. But first, none of this should be considered financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Great. So let's jump right in and discuss some of the things I like about the Voyager platform and some things that are just not the greatest. So I first came across the Voyager platform because I was interested in their VGX token. And I'll shed some light later on about my interest in the token, but I basically decided to buy the token through Voyager for two reasons. One, buying it through Uniswap carried a gas fee of about $100, and it was free to buy it through Voyager. But secondly, a buddy of mine referred me and we both received $25 in free Bitcoin. And so that's actually the first pro to establishing an account with Voyager, is taking advantage of their Refer a Friend program. Now, I admit $25 is not an astronomical amount of money, but it was free and both me and my buddy received funds. And with Bitcoin's growth, at one point, my balance had doubled, which I think is pretty cool. And I think that's a pretty generous offering. And if at any point you decide to establish an account with Voyager, please consider using the link in the description. You and I will receive $25 in free Bitcoin. So moving on, the next major pro, and I believe this is the most attractive benefit of a Voyager account, is their Earn program that pay you rewards on your crypto. Now, this is incredible because in the past, for me to earn rewards on my crypto, I went out and established accounts with BlockFi and the Celsius network, which, they're great options and both offer excellent rewards programs, but the process to earning rewards required me to send funds from an exchange to these platforms. And then if I decided to exit my position, I would need to send the funds back to an exchange. Besides the numerous steps, I had to pay transaction fees to transmit my funds. Because the Voyager Earn program lives on the exchange, there's no additional steps needed to earn rewards on your crypto. Once you purchase your crypto and meet the minimum balance, just like an interest-bearing savings account, you begin earning rewards. No staking action or lockup is needed. Now, I suppose that the one drawback to the program is the minimum balance requirement. With BlockFi and Celsius, there are no minimums, but with that said, the minimum ask is really not that outrageous, and if you're curious about those minimums, you can simply go to their rewards page and see a list of the supported assets, their current reward, and the minimum monthly balance needed. Now, another con to this program is the lack of reward earning assets. Now, when you visit their rewards page, you see a pretty long list of assets, and the company is continually adding new assets. So, take this as a light critique, but it may be possible that an asset you hold just might not be part of the rewards earning program. All in all, the Voyager Earn program is one solution that sets them apart from competitors. I mean, the fact that you can earn, at the time of this video, 9% on your USDC, and you only need to hold $100 is awesome to me, and it crushes the 0.01% Wells Fargo will give you on a savings account. Now, the third pro for me is Voyager's ease of use. Their technology is set up and arranged to be very user-friendly. Now, I personally don't mind complex solutions if it's needed, but I do have an appreciation for platforms that are easy to navigate for all levels. I mean, especially now that crypto is becoming more mainstream. I can feel comfortable pointing someone to the app and rest assured that I won't receive a call later on asking for tech support. Now, with that said, the only con I can really think of besides those mentioned about the Earn program is the amount of supported assets the exchange offers. Again, at the time of this video, Voyager reports that it supports over 70 crypto assets. Now, 70 out of thousands really doesn't sound like much. However, it does include pretty much every popular token out there, and by comparison, Binance.us offers around 65 supported assets. So, in the big scheme of things, 70 is pretty competitive. Even still, if your goal is to get your hands on some Uki protocol tokens, then you may be sadly disappointed. Now, there are features that I love within the app, but before I share them, I want to talk about what I believe is the most important point when evaluating an exchange, and that is trust. I mean, think about it. You can come across the most feature-rich exchange in the world, but if you can't trust it with your funds, what's the point of even entertaining it? And basically, that's what I wanted to know before I established an account. Are my funds safe? First, I found that the leadership team all came from respectable backgrounds. Having previous roles at organizations like E-Trade and Uber. This was encouraging to me because this means that the company is being run by professionals with actual real-world experience. I've even heard their CEO, Stephen Ehrlich, in interviews and, throughout social media, and he's not only visible, but pretty vocal about the direction of the organization. And what I see is a person who just genuinely cares about the company and the customer experience. I also learned that the company is a publicly traded company listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. And it's pretty well known that to become a publicly traded company, the organization must adhere to greater regulatory stringencies. So, basically this is not a fly-by-night company and will continually be under scrutiny for investor and user protection in the long run. So all of this communicates trust to me. A strong team and almost forced accountability makes me feel confident in using the Voyager platform. And let me say that using the platform, like I mentioned earlier, is very easy. Establishing an account is simple, and once set up, you're ready to make some trades. In the app, the first tab is the Market tab. Here, you'll see a long list of assets and their price data. At the top of the screen, you'll see a search bar that you can use for finding assets. However, if you see the asset in the list, you can just click it to take an action. Making a purchase is as simple as clicking the purple buy button. Something I love about buying through the Voyager app is the ability to choose market pricing or limit pricing. And if you don't know, the market price is the current going rate, but limit pricing gives you the ability to set your own price. Now, limit pricing is a helpful tool in capturing the best deals on your investment, and I believe, it's something every exchange should offer. I also really like the recurring buy option, which allows me to make crypto buys on a set frequency. I can choose daily, weekly, monthly, and the 1st and 15th, which is pretty convenient. The next tab is the Portfolio tab. Here, you'll get a snapshot of all of your holdings. You can see data like your current balances, a running total of your profit and loss on each individual token, rewards earned, and you can take buy or sell actions right from the portfolio. One plus that I didn't mention earlier is that one day I randomly received an airdrop of 1 million Shiba Inu tokens just for having a Voyager account. Now, I didn't include that in my pros list because, I'm unsure if, there'll be future airdrops, but it was definitely a pleasant surprise to view my portfolio and see the additional free money. Another plus that didn't make the pros list is the Voyager debit card. Now, I didn't add it to my pros list because the card is not available yet, and so, I really haven't had the opportunity to test it out. However, I have pre-ordered one because what makes this card enticing is I can use it anywhere MasterCard is accepted, like any other typical debit card, but while my funds sit there, I'm earning a nice juicy 9% reward on my funds. One has to ask themselves, what kind of return does your checking account offer? Moving on. The Accounts tab in the app is pretty straightforward. This is where you can make adjustments like update your account info, see transaction history, and update your account settings. Now, one section in the Accounts tab I would like to highlight is the Loyalty tab. Here, you can learn about the Voyager's loyalty program. Now, essentially, Voyager rewards you for holding their VGX token. Pretty cool. They have different tiers based on the number of tokens you hold. So for example, to qualify for the first tier, the Adventurer, you need to hold 500 VGX tokens. The benefit of this tier is first, a 7% yield on your VGX. You also receive a rewards boost of about 0.5% on select crypto assets and a boost on the Refer a Friend program. And of course, the benefits increase as you move up the tiers. Now, what I really like about the loyalty program is the ability to increase my rewards just by holding the token. But the added value is the utility this attaches to the token. Think about this. For a token to be successful, it has to have some type of use case. The reason why Ethereum's ETH token is so valuable is because, all transactions are paid in ETH, and therefore there is a use or a reason for people to hold ETH. Voyager's loyalty program gives investors a reason to hold their VGX token, which is great for its long-term growth. So, holding VGX now definitely has short-run value, but as more investors pour in and get wind of their lucrative programs, there should be a demand for the token, and that demand will fuel price growth. Overall, I'm quite pleased with my decision to register an account with Voyager. The organization definitely brings more to the table than, just the ability to buy crypto. And the track that they're currently on seems to hint to major growth and adoption over the coming years. If you're thinking about setting up an account with Voyager, I want to encourage you to consider using the link in the description and enjoy an additional $25 in Bitcoin. And if you already have an account with Voyager, please share your experience in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Voyager? Do you like the platform? And what do you think about that VGX token? Please share it in the comments below. And lastly, I want to thank you for your time. Your time is valuable to me, so I do hope you found value, and until next time.